Hi there, everyone. This is Sean071986. Hope you have a fantastic Friday and whatnot. It's really a bad sign when you are a team that needs to find a head coach after you fire Doug Marrone, and then also find out that those the big name head coaches that you're trying to get won't sign because due to the fact that you have a terrible man who's running the GM department that to the point where you have to fire said GM. Yeah, that's kind of what the Jets. That's kind of what the Jaguars are going through right now. Yes, that's right. The Jaguars have decided to do the unthinkable. Well, actually, not the unthinkable. More like they have to do this. They fired GM Trent Baalke, and honestly, probably for the best. I read this from Fox Sports. Jaguars part ways with GM Trent Baalke after top head coach candidates bow out. General Manager Trent Baalke is out in Jacksonville following the Jaguars failed to land second interviews with three of their top coaching candidates. Team owner Shad Khan made the announcement Wednesday, hours after Tampa Bay offensive coordinator Liam Cohen withdrew his name for consideration for the Jaguars job and agreed to a new contract with the Buccaneers. Cohen had been scheduled to interview with the Jaguars on Wednesday. Oh, I'm saving that one for the next video. So, put a pin on this one. Following several discussions with Trent Baalke this week, we have both arrived at the conclusion that it was our mutual best interest to respectfully separate effectively immediately. Khan said in the statement. Trent leaves us with my deepest appreciation for his efforts over the past 5 seasons. Ethan Raw will serve as interim GM and will continue the process of interviewing candidates to serve as our new head coach. Concept. It has become clear that Baalke was impending with Jacksonville's coaching search, with Detroit offensive coordinators Ben Johnson and Detroit defensive coordinators Eric Glenn taking other jobs without a sit-down interview with the Jaguars. And Cohen's call may have forced Khan's hand when the OC canceled a visit with Jacksonville and chose to keep his current job with Tampa Bay. Jacksonville has narrowed its search to Las Vegas defensive coordinator Patrick Graham, and former New York Jets head coach Robert Saleh. Graham and Saleh are scheduled for in-person interviews on Thursdays and Fridays. Calmness is after firing Doug Peterson earlier this month that Baalke's retention as GM would not affect the coaching search. He was wrong. I am deeply committed to building a winner here in Jacksonville and look forward to introducing a new head coach who will make that happen for our players and fans alike, Khan said. The 60-year-old Baalke developed a less than spotless reputation around the league. And 3 of the 5 head coaches he hired in San Francisco, Jacksonville, Jim Tomsula, Chip Carey, and Urban Meyer, had one-and-done tenures. Baalke's drafts were mixed. He hit on Trevor Lawrence, right tackle Anton Harrison, and Brian Thomas Jr. in the first round, but he chose defensive end Trayvon Walker over Aiden Hutchinson and whipped off first rounder Devin Lloyd as well as several second day picks. Offensive tackle Walker Little, safety Andre Cisco, center Luke Forter, and linebacker Chad Muma. How the fuck you pass up on a linebacker that has Chad in his first name? Failure. His free agent classes were equally spotty, with the latest one being among the least productive in team history. The Jaguars committed more than $150 million, including roughly $90 million guaranteed, to sign 7 free agents. That group includes wide receiver Gabe Davis, journeyman cornerback Ronald Darby, and often injured defensive lineman Ekron Osman. None of them made the Jags better. The unceremonious end to his time in Jacksonville was the latest black guy for a GM whose resume includes working along 5 consecutive coaches who were fired. Meyer, 2021, Doug Marrone, 2020, Kelly 2016, Tosula 2015, and Jim Harbaugh 2014. Baalke worked as a football operations consultant to the NFL for three years between front office stints and with San Francisco and Jacksonville. Jaguars fans have long called for Baalke to get the boot. They even organized a clown out during the 2021 season finale to protest Carr's decision to keep Baalke in place before he hired Peterson. With Baalke finally out of the picture, Jacksonville could double back on Buffalo's offensive coordinator Joe Brady, Philadelphia offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, and Kansas City defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo. Under the NFL rules, the earliest they can interview again is next week because those teams are playing in the conference title games. Nonetheless, the Jaguars, who are 4-13, will move forward with 3 fewer candidates in play. The question now becomes how much more attractive is the job without Baalke in the mix. They have a young quarterback in Trevor Lawrence with upside, a budding star at wide receiver Thomas Jr., a few defensive building blocks, quarterback Tyson Campbell, and pass rushers Josh Hines, Allen, and Walker, a relatively new practice facility, a $1.4 billion stadium renovations coming up, and a hands-off owner with deep pockets. They have the 5th overall draft pick in April and roughly $50 million in salary cap space for 2025. Play in arguably the NFL's weakest division, the AFC South, and work in a state with plenty of sunshine and no income tax. Florida. No, seriously, Florida really has no income tax. They also went 3-10 in one-score games. It indicates that they could be a quick fix. But Khan is committed to playing at least one home game annually in London. Even though it may put the team at a competitive disadvantage, it will play home games in 2026 in front of a reduced capacity and play all the 2027 away for Jacksonville. So, yeah. This, like I said, Jacksonville, I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a franchise that needs a serious turnaround. I mean, and also, the name Jaguars is actually pretty cool, but it's just like how my team was back in the day. What can go wrong will go wrong. And sometimes it happens. But yeah, I felt like Trent Baalke was the one reason why they didn't get their hands on Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn. So hopefully this might be the start. This might help out with the Jaguars, but we'll definitely see how this plays out. But I am confident that they might do well. As long as they don't fuck this one up. But that's all I have to say for right now. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell to don't miss an update, share with friends, share with neighbors, share with others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Sean071986 signing off. Thank you for watching this video. It really means a lot. I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later. Bye-bye!